What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here as always on the Casa D18 Studios Channel. I, of course, am your host, the Renegade JJ Williams, and we're almost done getting caught up. Right now, we're going to take a look at Encanto, featuring the voice talents of Stephanie Beatriz, Maria Cecilia Botero, John Leguizamo, Jessica Darrow, Diane Guerrero, Wilmer Valderrama, and Alan Tudyk. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me here once again for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews. As I said in the introduction, we're almost there. We're almost caught up. We've just got this and one more movie to take a look at in order to be all set up for tomorrow when we kick off my girlfriend's birthday month celebration. But before we can get to that, we got to get through this. And right now we're going to take a look at Encanto. And prior to our movie's opening, an armed conflict forces Pedro and Alma Madrigal, a young married couple, to flee their home village in Colombia with their infant triplets, Julieta, Pepa, and Bruno. The attackers kill Pedro, but the candle that Alma is carrying miraculously becomes magical, repels the attackers, and creates Casita, a sentient house for the family located in Encanto, a magical realm that is bordered by high mountains. 50 years later, a new village now thrives under the candle's protection, and its magic grants gifts to each Madrigal descendant at the age of 5 years old, which they then use to serve the villagers. However, Bruno is vilified and scapegoated for his gift of being able to see the future. Disappeared 10 years earlier when Julieta's youngest daughter, the 15-year-old Mirabel, has mysteriously received no gift. On the evening when Peppa's youngest son, 5-year-old Antonio, is gifted the ability to communicate with animals, Mirabel suddenly sees Casita cracking and the candle's flame flickering, but her warnings go unheeded when Casita appears undamaged to the others. After overhearing Alma praying, Mirabel resolves to save the miracle's magic. The next day, she talks to her super strong sister, Luisa, who confesses to feeling kind of overwhelmed by her near constant obligations. Luisa then suggests that Bruno's room in a forbidden tower within Casita may contain a secret that explains why the magic is being threatened. Upon entering Bruno's room, Mirabel climbs upstairs, swings over a gap with a rope, and discovers a cave. She barely escapes with the emerald glass pieces of a broken tablet in hand. Outside, Luisa discovers that her gift is weakening as Mirabel reassembles the tablet and sees a picture of herself with Casita cracking behind her. Later that evening, Mirabel's oldest sister, Isabella, who can make plants and flowers grow at will, is scheduled to become engaged to neighbor Mariano Guzman. During Mariano's proposal, at a very awkward dinner, Peppa's daughter, Dolores, who possesses superhuman hearing, reveals Mirabel's discovery to everyone. The night is ruined as Casita begins to crack and everyone's gifts go haywire. Amidst the chaos, Mirabel follows a group of rats and follows them to a secret passage behind a portrait where she finds Bruno. Bruno reveals that he has never left the house and that the vision that he had alternates between Mirabel saving and destroying the casita, leading him to believe that she is the key to the fate of Casita's magic. Refusing to let Mirabel get hurt, he broke the vision's tablet and disappeared. At Mirabel's insistence, Bruno reluctantly conjures up another vision that at first resembles the previous one, but then it continues to depict Mirabel embracing Isabella and strengthening the candle. Mirabel reluctantly apologizes to Isabella, who abruptly confesses that she does not want to marry Mariano and that she is burdened by her image of perfection. Mirabel helps Isabella develop her powers, and the two sisters embrace. But Alma spots the pair from the village square and rushes back to Casita. Alma blames Mirabel for causing the family's misfortunes out of spite for not having her own gift. Mirabel then finally confronts Alma, accusing her of seeing Mirabel as a disappointment and disapproving of everyone for not living up to her expectations despite their gifts and their efforts. The ensuing argument creates a fissure that splits the nearby mountain and demolishes Casita as the candle extinguishes, leaving the madrigals powerless. A heartbroken Mirabel runs away from the family, who scramble to find her. Several hours later, Alma finds a tearful Mirabel back at the river where Pedro died. Alma finally explains to Mirabel her tragic backstory and how determined to preserve the magic, she ignored how her expectations were harming the family, and she finally accepts responsibility for what happened. Mirabel and Alma reconcile, and with Bruno in tow, return to the village and assemble the madrigals in order to rebuild Casita, with the townsfolk joining in. When Mirabel goes to install a new doorknob to the main door, it restores all of the family's gifts and revives Casita. Mirabel and Bruno join the rest of the family for a family photo, and our movie comes to its close. I love Encanto. I'm going to say it one more time. I love Encanto. This is such a great story, and it's something that I think everybody can relate to. You know, that sense of so much pressure and the expectations and the weight that is put on your shoulders that kind of stifles you, and it doesn't allow you to be you. It doesn't allow you to be who you are, who you want to be, grow and develop the way that you feel that you should. And that's the big takeaway for me in this, is that it doesn't matter how good you try to be, you're never going to be good enough for somebody. You know, you've got to be good enough for yourself. And as long as you're happy, that needs to be good enough. Because no matter what any of the madrigals did to try to impress Alma, they always fell up short to her expectations. You know, you've got Isabella, who's going to marry a man just for her family, not because she loves him, not because she wants him, but because Alma says that she has to. You've got My favorite character in this is Bruno. He is so misunderstood. They paint him like he is going to be the villain of this movie. And when you find out his reasoning behind everything and how all he wanted to do was protect Mirabel and his family, when you look at the table extension that he's made in the walls of Casita, and that he's drawn a plate on the table identical to the ones that the family use on a regular basis for their meals with his name on it, it just goes to show how much it's gutting him for all of these years that he isn't with the family, but he wants to be. He wants to be. But he thought that it would be best if he wasn't around because he didn't want to get blamed for the magic. He didn't want to get blamed for the problems. You know, what do you do if you have the ability to see the future and you can see that something tragic is going to befall your loved ones? Do you tell them and have that hang over their head? Or do you keep it to yourself and disappear and hope that maybe it doesn't happen because you're not around? And that's what Bruno went through. That's what Bruno went through. I love the Bruno character. We Don't Talk About Bruno is my favorite song from the movie. It's the best song in the movie. Don't Come At Me. It's my subjective opinion. It is the best song from the movie. It is so good that I ranked it as my number 2 song from the year 2001 through Strange World, which we're going to be talking a little bit later when me, Jeff, and my daughter did that era of the top 10 Disney songs last year. And I'll link it up here if you don't remember that show. That is how good We Don't Talk About Bruno is. That is how good the songs from this movie is. Again, mad props to Lin-Manuel Miranda for doing a hell of a job on the songs from this movie. Just like Moana, banger after banger after banger. You know, what else can I do? Under Pressure. The Family Madrigal. So many good songs here. When it comes to my rating of Encanto, yeah, I hold it in that high of a regard. Encanto gets 5 out of 5 stars for me. What do you guys think? Let me know. If you're watching the premiere, leave your thoughts and comments over here. If you're watching on demand later in the day, leave your thoughts and comments down here. And let's have that conversation, that discussion, that debate, that interaction that I'm always asking you guys for in the comments below. And make sure you guys tune in when we take a look at our final Disney animated film right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, right here on a brand new installment of Renegades Reviews when we discuss Strange World, featuring the voice talents of Jake Gyllenhaal, Dennis Quaid, Lucy Liu, Jabuki Yun White, Gabrielle Union, Karen Soni, Alan Tudyk, and Jonathan Mello. And then, of course, some point during the day, I don't know if this is going up before or after it, but make sure you guys tune in to Statboy Sports Bar featuring Dory Liu as they present their season premiere. The food is hot, the beer is ice cold, and the seats are warm. So pull yourself up a bar stool and engage in some professional sports conversation with your barkeeps, Statboy Mike and Dory Liu, as they begin to get into, dissect, and predict the NFL for the 2023-2024 season. You don't want to miss out on any of that content right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, on Renegades Reviews. We got Strange World on Statboy Sports Bar featuring Dory Liu, You don't want to miss any of it. So make sure you smash that like button, make sure you subscribe, make sure that notification bell is turned on so you don't miss out anytime a video drops right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel or anytime we go live, as is the case with Statboy Sports Bar, Open Mic Night, Pay-Per-View PLE Watch-Along coverage, etc. Share these videos with your family, friends, loved ones, coworkers, movie fanatics, cinephiles in your life, fans of Encanto, fans of Lin-Manuel Miranda, fans of just amazing Disney animated movies, fans of Stephanie Beatriz, anybody you can think of that would enjoy this content in this video. Share it with them, as it's the only way we're going to keep my visibility up in YouTube's algorithms now that we are in fact a monetized channel right here on the platform. Thank you once again to everybody out there who joined me and tuned in today. It means so much more to me than you guys will ever know. And I will see you guys for Strange World.
And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.